Hello everyone, Pally here, and welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. This is a continuation of our deep dive series, and we are finally taking a look at Anub'Arak. You'll have to forgive me, I thought we already covered this character. I made a spreadsheet recently showing what we have and have not done, and I was amazed to see that the Beetle was not already here. Anub'Arak has had a Beetle build, this is his trait, for his entirety of his time in the Nexus. Even after his reworks, the Beetle build has still stuck around. And in today's video, we're going to be showing that off in all of its greatness. I would say that this is the standard way of playing Anub'Arak, but I have more Anub'Arak to come. If you guys want to see the rest of our deep dive playlist, you can find it in the video description. We're going to be adding more of the Beetle to it this week, but of course you can find a ton of other characters in the Nexus down there too. Without any further ado, let's get into today's game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the Tomb of the Spider Queen. The friendly team Anub'Arak, Junkrat, Chen, Lucio, and Orphea. The enemy team, Damage Muradin! Oh no! Sylvanas! Alex Straza going for a Keel build. Stitches and Imperius. This enemy team is chunky. We might be taking the damage ultimate, actually, to fight these guys. At level 1, we're going for Legion of Beetles. Beetles have 30 spell armor and automatically spawn themselves every 12 seconds. Beetles also spawn every time we cast an ability, and the most efficient way to keep them coming out constantly is by using your W ability. Our W gives us a spell shield and a little bit of an actual shield for a small bit of time. Our Q ability is a straight line skill shot that knocks up our adversaries into the air, and our E ability allows us to dive forward into the chaos and then erupt out of the ground, once again knocking anyone up in the process that we hit. The enemy team looks like they're going to get a kill on our Lucio! Wow, they are so tanky, dude. They are so tanky. I feel like this could be a bit of a difficult map for me, mainly because we don't get very good lane clear for quite a while. And my ability to trade with these guys isn't really going to be that good for quite a while either. Stitch is emerging from the shadows. Hopefully he doesn't have a hook waiting for me. We sent our Q just to help out our Orphea. This is a 4-man rotation to the bottom lane, so they might actually be soaking the map well, not correctly. You would do... Is it mid-top? I always forget what the off lane on this map is. I always get it backwards. The distance looks about the same to me. I think you could do either. Bot is off lane. Okay, so they're not rotating correctly. It would be middle top if they were doing the 4-man rotation. Stitches grabs our Junkrat, so we go in. RQ landing on Sylvanas and Stitches together. That does mean I don't have an easy way out when I use my E to initiate like that, and that can get us into some trouble sometimes. Hopefully not too much today. We can be a bit of a pain in the butt for Stitches because we're constantly just generating these Beetles all the time. We're creating a lot of obstacles for his skill shots to hit. And if we can... That's kind of why Anub'Arak is a good counter for Li Ming as well, actually, in some capacity. Because you're just filling the area with so much bullshit that her orbs could hit or something like that, that it can be very disruptive even without you effectively going after the enemy. Sylvanas is pushing up bottom lane. We're going to head down there with Bed of Barbs coming out at level 4. Bed of Barbs is simply going to give us some damage over time whenever we land our Q. Oh, feels good. It feels good. I'm not going to get those Beetles though. They can sit there. They're fine. It's not much damage. 25 damage per second for 3.5 seconds. It's really not much damage. But every little bit helps. And later in the game, we're going to be radiating even more damage off of this as well. And it does add up kind of quickly. Imperius in the lane above us. I don't think he's rotating down to stop us. Stitches is still looking pretty full on health here. She's about to rotate. Oh! Oh, okay, I'm coming! Hold on, I'm coming, I'm here! Let's see if we can CC this Imperius. That is one bad thing about Imperius. When he's holding people up on the spike, he's basically presenting himself to be fucked with. So if we can try to be disruptful against him, if I could save my Q for him when he does that, it would basically make his main initiation completely... we'd turn it off. Like, he's not even CCing anyone if we interrupt it right away. I'm going to use my Q on the minion wave and try to just push it out really quick. The enemy team is missing. They might be rotating towards me. If they are, don't you worry. We have our E ability to escape to our left. Oh, they're turning in. Hi. I'm not looking to get too involved in this. I think the hook was already used. Sylvanas could chase me down here if she really wants to. If she does, I imagine we would lock her down pretty fast. I'm just going to keep spawning beetles and sit back here on the back line. Once we hit level 7, we are going to have healing beetles, which is quite good. And in situations like this, we'll be able to sustain ourselves for a while, actually. Not going to be able to stop Stitches from moving there at all. One thing that's really important on Anub'Arak, and I've been saying this a lot today, is he has one of the bigger hitboxes in the game, at least the same size as Stitches. And we want to make sure we're... Oh, God, run. We need to make sure we're using that hitbox to displace the enemy teams in ways they don't want to. So small little choke points like this are super valuable for us to fight in because we can move underground to get into position and the enemy team potentially won't be able to move away. The hook already used once again, but I just kind of sent my Q out for no reason, so there's no value to really speak of there. Enemy team really looking to brawl here. I'm going to try to keep XP as my main focus, and then we'll just split off for a quick second. Sylvanas is going to be able to push a lot faster than me. I'm going to try to interrupt that turn-in. I'm just going to Beetle away. Whoop! Thank you, bud. I have a sippy cup ready for re-engage. It's going to be about 6 seconds on my main engagement tool. Q to interrupt the Imperious. Hopefully it was enough. Our Junkrat is scurrying away at the bottom of the screen. And we go in for... I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Oh my God. Oh my God. How did I not die there? Oh my God. How did I not die there? That was terrifying. What I did is what you don't want to do. I used my only escape to enter a team fight, and I was surrounded by 5 members of the enemy team. That is, it was a gift from God that they let me go. Enemy team is slightly ahead on XP, hitting level 9, half level 4th. And they are grabbing that objective to get the first one out on the map as well. So, normally... I would say it's like at 85% of games or something like that now. Maybe that's a little too high of an estimation. At level 10, Anub'Arak usually goes for Cocoon. However, in this particular game, I think we can get quite a lot of value out of the Locust Swarm. Mainly because the enemy team is extremely frontline heavy, and we are going to be able to radiate damage around us all of the time, dealing damage to that front line. Cocoon could also be very, very valuable if you say, use it on the healer at a good time, and then all of a sudden they have no healing coming out. But all of their front line has enough sustain that I don't think me nullifying the healer is really going to be that valuable. This does make us a little more offensive as well. If we go for the level 20 talent. I don't know if I feel as strongly about that one. Enemy team is pushing top lane down like crazy, using the passive of Sylvanas. I'm just trying to soak some XP and get us to level 10. Now that we're there, I'll go ahead and back up and see if I can be of any assistance up top. It looks like the Stitches hook does miss, and the enemy team is mostly jumping away. We do see a barrel coming out on Imperious, keeping him in front of the wall and taking him down. That was beautifufully done. Alex Strauss is up in the sky trying to keep this fight going. Stitch is walking forward for way too long. Let's stop him in his tracks and get those butts out of play. Friendly team does have enough to turn in right now, and if they want to, I could do a little, I could get a little, you know, start this guy. I could start this guy, and then we turn in. Chin didn't turn in, though. All right. Well, with Stitches down, did he go Gorge, or did he go... He did go Gorge. So with Stitches down, we at least have a bit of an advantage here. Muradin and Sylvanas are clear on the other side of the map. I should be able to tank this A-OK, but I would really appreciate if my Beetles stopped Sudokuing to the AoE. That would help my sustain more than anything else. Enemy team is on the way. They do know. So I'm going to move up with my ultimate right now and just try to absorb health off of these guys. They're fighting inside of the boss stun, which I would not advise. 2 members of the enemy team go down instantly. Stitch is trying to get away here. That was a terrible reposition of my E, but I'm just... Oh, what a good body block! Oh, we're going to keep Stitches CC'd right here on the corner. He cannot move around me. Sylvanas trying to put some damage into my backside, but we weathered the storm. No problem. Locust Swarm does have a 100-second cooldown, which feels like a really long time. But it does allow me to deal quite a lot of damage around us. Another thing that's going to help out with that is our level 13 talent, which is here right now. Burning Beetles. I deal 35 damage around me constantly. Any beetle I have is also going to deal 10 damage around them constantly. So suddenly, we're doing okay in the pushing department. And as we move into these team fights, most people don't even think about the Beetles. They have a very frontline heavy team. I think this is going to be a very valuable talent in this situation. It's important to try to push up all of your lanes as much as possible as the objective is coming out, because the spiders show up where the lane is. So you'll see this one is going to be our furthest forward. I do think that we can... Ooh, big team fight coming to middle, it looks like. We're going to rotate up as fast as we can. We do see the enemy team's Imperious going for our back line. We're going to move in and try to finish. Hit Alexstrasza in the sky. He's going to have healing coming his way. The enemy team moving up after that. I'm going to try to just create beetles in mass and try to deter them from entering. We're going to E forward, stopping. Oh, Muradin from escaping and setting up Sylvanas for the big old Junkrat boom. I'm then going to rotate back down to the bottom lane. We're going to keep this moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Our push is looking excellent now, and we have a momentarily 3-level lead on the enemy team. Wow, bottom is crazy strong right now. Sylvanas is going to be respawning in 2 seconds. She'll be able to AoE a lot of this down, but we can... Oh no, Lucio! Lucio, no! Well, I mean, I'll just keep hitting this building. So Gorge has already been used. We have Haymaker on Muradin. I believe the barrel interrupted Alexstrasza going airborne there, but if it didn't, I had a Q ready to go for that exact purpose too. We're going to stop Imperious as he carries our friends away, but unfortunately, I think that's all I can do. We do manage to pick up one more kill, but I am going to be forced out of this situation. Level 16 is here, and with it, Beetle juiced. Beetles gain 30% health. That pairs really well with their spell armor from earlier. And every 4th auto attack we do versus an enemy hero is going to spawn an extra Beetle. Without this talent, the most effective way of spawning is just spamming our W all the time because it has a really low mana cost and a really low cooldown. I don't remember if I said that already. This is not my first time playing Beetle build today. But, especially versus this team, we just want to go in and start auto-attacking now. The more we auto-attack, the better our lives will be. And with the amount of damage we're radiating as well, the Beetle damage can stack up very, very quickly. The enemy team has respawned. They're starting to push up against us here. Level 15 secured by them. Wow, they caught up on XP fast. We need to be very careful about fighting in choke points versus that Stitches Hook. Lucio carried away again. I don't know if he's going to be able to get away. It doesn't look like he is. It seems like we're trying to salvage this still, but I don't know. I kind of think we just get the fuck out of here. Tried to use my Q on Muradin there, but ended up missing by just a little bit. Alexstrasza soaring in the skies manages to take me down. Dang, that was good use of that ult. I'm a little mad about that ult. Well, just like that, the enemy team has evened the score. They do have enough for a turn in right now, and it looks like Sylvanas is turning in up top, so we will have to deal with the aggression of yet another Spider Queen push. At level 20, Hive Master gave a permanent Vampire Locus that attacks a nearby enemy hero every 3 seconds. So it's just going to be a little bug that orbits around us. It deals 322 damage and returns to heal us for 156 health. That's on top of the healing we're getting from our other standard beetles all of the time. It can be quite a lot of healing, although this is not a popular pick for Anub'Arak. I'm picking it simply for the team that we are fighting today. Which is good for the deep dive. You get to see a scenario where it could be really strong. I'm going to do everything I can here to just spawn as many beetles as possible. The more AoE damage I have, the faster this goes down. And you can see that's not bad damage. That's really not. We dealt with that quite quickly. We just need quite a few levels under our belt to unlock that damage. The enemy team moving in mass. Stitches has someone in the belly. We're going to stop them from ever departing. Stitches in front of our tower. All we have to do is create a wall, and we will secure a kill there. Sylvanas was moving up for our building. Did she disable it? Is the trade on cooldown? I'm not sure. We're moving pretty fast with the Lucio movement speed boost. I could kind of just hang out here for a little bit, I feel. I'll go ahead and locust now. And we'll just keep auto-attacking and peer. Okay, I thought that was going to go a lot better. I really thought that was going to go a lot better. I'm very interested to see the damage breakdown. It just all happened at fucking once. 0.3 seconds ago, I was full health. Holy crap.
Reclaim the gems of
my heal got one tick off. And my... Well, goddamn. 31%. You're right. This is the most useless breakdown I've ever seen. I feel like I need to see more than what happened 0.3 fucking seconds ago. Like, what? Do you know how many times I asked Dustin Browder, hey, can we get a better score screen, please? Can we get a better score screen? I'd really love to have a better score screen. More stats? Stats are good. And every time the answer was, yeah, we want to do that. Yeah, we want to do that. Yeah, we want to do that. Yeah. All right, I'm going to play a little more passively than I have been. We'll form the wall around Imperius here. Alex Strauss is in the sky. I'm getting obliterated by Sylvanas. Just absolutely obliterated. Let's see if it shows me more than 0.3 seconds. 0.6 seconds, nice! This is completely fucking useless. I think the main reason that this is more useless than normal is because we have very fast ticking heals from Lucio, so it's a lot of events happening all at once. And we have very fast ticking from our Beetles healing us, which is a lot of events all at once. It can only fit so many events on this screen. Like, literally, I died in 1 second. Just show me the whole fucking second, dude. Show me the whole fucking second. Level 20's here for both teams, and this fight has been not going well for us. Hopefully Hive Master can turn this around now that we have unlocked it. The most popular choice for Anub'Arak at level 20 is going to be Rewind because it allows you to do all of the good things in his kit, like his Q and E multiple times. They are not getting boss. They are split. But it's like Muradin split. Can't even do anything with that. They do have enough to turn in, and if they get it, that could be really bad. So I'm going to send a Beetle in to investigate. They're getting bottom objective and then going for bottom turn in. And there's not a goddamn thing I can do about it. We can CC Imperius here. Hit Locust Swarm here too. He's in the ult, taking a shit ton of damage. We love to see it. I'm going to chase after Sylvanas now and try to just continue to land auto attacks against her. She's going to use her sprint to run away, and Stitches puts me into the belly. Beetles were doing a lot of damage to Sylvanas. Let's just try to get in front of Stitches and be a nuisance. Now that Sylvanas let her guard down, oh, Bolt of the Storm coming in clutch. You love to see it. She is dealing quite a lot of damage to me, so we're going to pop the shield and then try to CC over the wall. That didn't quite connect. Our bottom lane is in dire need of attention, but we did manage to take down 3 members of the enemy team, making this objective a lot less valuable. Good, we got a good team fight in there. So this Beetle, or excuse me, this Locust is up all of the time, and it does actually improve our lane clear once again by quite a lot if we have the time to put everything down on the ground all at once. Looks like no more casts from the Spider in the bottom lane are going to happen. Top lane Spider is still pushing, and we should do something about it, but I'm just going to layer down all of my abilities down here one more time. Now, these Beetles do not heal us when we walk away. We do have to be in proximity of them to get the value. Coming in for a flank here. We're going to run it down on Sylvanas if at all possible. Imperius emerging from... Wait, she got hit? Oh, she got hit by the Locusts. I thought she got hit by the Q and then didn't get CC'd. I was about to be fucking pissed. Friendly team doesn't have enough to turn in. Now we do. So let's try to get a fast turn in here if possible. Muradin emerging for the enemy team out of the right side. Imperious coming in on me as well. We'll just stop him from leaving. Pop our ultimate here. Stitches is taking a shit ton of damage from the Orthia, but I don't think I can frontline that hard for too long. Crap. Muradin jumping in on the back line is going to get a kill, but we return it very quickly. Unfortunately, it was our Lucio that was taken down. This is a very difficult match to frontline in. These guys are, they're just like a wall. It's like a tsunami being just cast upon us every time they move in on a fight. They are rotating up to me right now. We are going to move back. Stitch is still showing in middle. I'm a very quick burrow away. They also have a ton of burst healing from Alexstrasza, and she's playing very well. She's making very good use of that dragon form. This is going to be tense. The next team fight might decide the outcome of this match. Luckily, we'll probably have the objective for it, though, which is a very good thing. Stitches is out of position. Let's see if we can get him. Great ult from Orphea. He's still trying to move into us. It's not working. He's so low on health, and the tire should secure it. There we go. That's huge. We need to turn in right now. We need to turn in right now. I'm going to try to get bottom lane primed for the push. I don't think they need my coins to make this happen or my spider bus to make this happen. I just did some rough napkin math, though. I don't know if it's fucking right. Now, it's very important that we don't split our deaths even more here, but if I can get out some easy CC on Alexstrasza, you better believe that I'm going to do it. Muradin jumping back to the back line. We are going to just attack this building until it's dead. Our Spider Queen will be spawning very far forward, in fact, right in front of the core, and it's going to be 30 seconds before the enemy team is back in full fighting force. Haymaker used on me. We're immediately going to pop our ult versus the Alexstrasza, and she's going to run away, leaving us open on the core for some very big damage. Now, we can actually tank buildings for quite a while in most cases because we're spawning so many beetles constantly. It allows us to hold the line. I am going to focus so hard on fighting this building because I'm terrified of what this enemy team is going to do when they respawn. That was a very hard match.
For the frozen throne.
Oh! I've noticed recently, editing these episodes, I always have like a response that sounds like I'm dying when I'm not on the MVP screen. No! And it's usually just like a 2-second sound bit. And I don't know when this habit started, but I've just noticed that it exists. I just noticed last week. Towels we went for today are Legion of Beetles, Bed of Barbs, Leeching Scarabs, Locust Swarm, Burning Beetles, Beetlejuiced, and Hive Master. Like I said, the Locust Swarm is not the popular choice here. It is picked in only 17% of games. But I feel as though this was actually a pretty good game to get some value out of it. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. You can find our deep dive playlist down in the video description, where you can find way more videos just like this one about all kinds of characters in the Nexus.